What's going on, everybody? It's Carmine from Barmine Tech, and today we have big news in the Proxmox community. Now, it's nothing that hasn't been originally posted, it's just something that's being brought up once again. So Proxmox VE 8 is going to be end of support come August of 2026. Now, they have released this information prior, but they're finally starting to give us the little warnings or notifications on our actual Proxmox servers. So let's take a look at that. So if you notice up here, I have a Proxmox VE 8.4.19 server, and we have the warning up here saying support for Proxmox VE 8 ends on 2026 8/31. So this is August 31st, 2026. That link will bring you to this page, which will show the version of VE 8 is running Debian 12 Bookworm. It was first released in 2023 in June, and its end of life for Debian is 8/2026, and the Proxmox end of life is going to be 2028 in August as well. Now, this version of Debian is an older release. It's been around since 2023. And over here, they are saying that the life cycle is going to be until June 10th of 2026. And the LTS is going to be out until 2028. This is a typical feature with different Linux distros. They give you an LTS distro for a little bit of a longer term support. So you may be wondering, what does this mean? Well, it just means that come August, there will be no more updates, whether they're security patches or operational patches, and no more support if you're going to be running Proxmox VE 8. I would also assume that this means that if you are a person that has an enterprise license or you have support tickets, they're no longer going to support those as well. So if you open up a support case or you try to get some assistance either on the forums or through the official channels or a ticket, they're not going to be able to support you because they've already marked that as the 31st of August is the end of life. This isn't anything new for an operating system to kind of have a hard shutdown for end of life, and it really makes sense now with the two versions being out, as my buddies were discussing yesterday. There's two different complete systems for Proxmox for 8 and 9. 8 and 9 both use different kernels, meaning that the Proxmox team needs to support two different kernel builds and two different operating systems in a sense. If you haven't noticed, every day there seems to be a new vulnerability with this boom of AI that they keep finding more and more bugs and vulnerabilities and exploits in pretty much every system that they can. And I would imagine the Proxmox team, on top of Debian being end of life and everything else, and they originally posted this as their end of life, they don't want to support two kernels. This is what my buddies were saying, and it makes sense. Every day there's a new threat or vulnerability in Linux or something else that's found, and Proxmox just wants to make their life easier for themselves and shut that down and get done so they can only support one kernel and keep the security and patches up for that. It really makes sense when you look at it that way, but on top of it, this was already announced way back in the beginning. Over here is a older thread. It started back in 2017, and I'm going to assume that they've probably updated it as they've gone, but you can see over here this is a staff member from Proxmox, and for version 8, its first release was in 2023, and its Debian end of life is 8/2026, so the VE end of life will be 2026 8 as well. So it's been announced. It's nothing new. It's not like they're surprising us. There's a couple other posts in the forums, and there's actually somebody that just posted last summer, hey, just wondering when Proxmox 8 will be end of life since 9's released, and somebody already speculated back then, probably around June 2026. So they were pretty close, give or take a couple months. If we scroll down a little bit more in this original page from this notification over here, it does go through the steps of how can I upgrade to the next major release. And it's pretty much just like any other distro. You're going to do a apt update, apt full upgrade. This will pull in the packages and make everything work. They do have the change notes over here if you are interested. And if you haven't seen them before about the 8 to 9 migration, it's not too bad, and what I really like about Proxmox is they give us a lot of tools to help with it. So if you go into Proxmox and you do PV 8 to 9 tac full, it actually has a whole script to go through and check your system to make sure that everything's okay before you attempt to do the migration. So you can see I have a lot of stuff that's going to work, but I do have a couple issues on here, like the systemd meta boot packager is a problem. What is a really nice feature with Proxmox is, if I make this a little bit bigger, you can see over here, it tells me to remove systemd, and actually gives me a link to go and check out so I can see how I should remove it. Other than that, you can see I only have my one failure. I passed everything else, and a couple other things were skipped. From there, I would be able to go through the guide on how to upgrade, and if you are interested in upgrading from 8 to 9, I do have a video on it. Now, another thing to keep in mind, if you are somebody that has been lagging behind to do some updates, Proxmox backup server is also built off Debian Bookworm. I would also assume that this means that this will become an end of life shortly as well. I don't have a PBS 3 machine still that I can check to see if it gives that same warning, but I'm going to assume that it most likely is going to soon, being that it is running a version of Debian that will be coming up to end of life shortly. So if you're somebody who is behind on that as well and you're still running PBS 3, they do have a command for that as well, PBS 3 to 4, similar to on VE, and they have a whole upgrade path that you can go through to make sure everything's up to date. And if you are interested, I will have videos down below to upgrade PBS 3 and PVE 8 to 9, so you can go through the steps for both of them. Now, if you've been holding off moving forward from Proxmox 8 to 9, I totally get it. 8 was a really stable build. It's been around for a while. It's really been around since I started this whole channel, so we've been running with it since back in 2023. It's actually pretty crazy to me to think that I'm pretty sure I started off on 7, and I very quickly went over to 8, and then we've been on 8 for my entire path here. And then until recently, I was finally moved over to 9. Yep, and I just double checked. I do have the Proxmox 7 ISO. So back in 22 is when I started. We started this channel in the fall of 2022. So I think we caught the end of 7 and we quickly migrated over to 8 pretty quickly. And we've been running 8 ever since. So here we are 4 years later, finally running 8. I finally moved everything over to 9. The Barmine Tech server actually is still on 8, but currently it won't boot, so I'm just going to let that rock. And I've decommissioned Minilab for now, but that's been on 9 for a few weeks. So everything's really been on 9 in my lab, and I've also upgraded my PBS a while back to 4. So what I would really suggest as a person that might be running Proxmox in your home lab, to really start to begin the steps of making sure you can go on the latest releases of both VE and PBS, and if you are somebody who runs Mail Gateway, I'm going to assume that they're going to need to be upgraded as well. I don't use Mail Gateway myself, but I'm going to figure that following their standards that it's probably the older version is running Debian Bookworm that's going to need to be bumped up to the latest Debian. So I would suggest to just check everything to make sure everything's up to date. We are at a point where every day there seems to be all these new security vulnerabilities out pretty much every day, and that's why it's really important to keep everything up to date, especially your Proxmox server that handles so much of your information and data. To be on the latest version to get all the updates and security patches is really important. So I would highly suggest beginning the phase to move over to the latest supported versions before the end of life, because you don't want to get caught too long without any updates. At the end of the day, the updates are really simple. I have videos for both of them, and if you run into any issues, luckily Proxmox is really well supported across forums and everywhere else, so you can get help for pretty much any error you might have. And if you run the scripts like the PVE 8 to 9 or the PBS 3 to 4, it'll give you all the warnings and errors that you might possibly have, so you can resolve them before you do the full upgrade. So, like I said, big news from Proxmox. They're finally putting the warning up in the top banner for Proxmox 8. And like I said, I would figure that PBS 3 probably has it as well. And Mail Server too. I don't have Mail Server, so I can't help you with that one. But make sure that you're going to get everything up to date. For the most part, this should be a pretty simple project, as long as your server is nice and clean and ready to go. If not, like I said, Proxmox has a ton of support, and you'll be able to sort any errors or issues out that you have. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and as my buddy Don would say, hack till it hurts.